back again, as we always do.
Always.
Yeah.
Even when we don't.
Yeah,
we be doing
we
it.
still do it. Yeah, even still. Thanks for joining the RomeBros again and Casa de Warren. My name's Darius. The main man Marcel.
That's me.
We're gonna philosophize all over your ear holes.
All over your ear holes.
Yeah.
And you think there's probably people into that, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. There's a.
How you don't even fit it in there, right? I mean, like.
Oh
a
well,
big enough
like
ear?
like dick in the ear.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but like there's
I
definitely.
mean, surely.
There's definitely like ASMR where like the chick's like licking the microphone. Yeah.
Should I do that for the boys?
I don't know. You don't have the. There's like a little piece that like that. I mean, but yeah, I would assume that's.
Let me know
accurate.
how horrible that was if you clicked off the video.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to let me know, but.
Well, I'm sure they would. Like, yeah, that's where I tuned out. The slurping sounds.
Sounds.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can dig back into the questions. I don't really have much topical.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't check out last episode, check it out.
Yeah.
We didn't even get into the questions because our lives have been so interesting recently.
Yeah,
we were just talking about our lives and what we've had to go through, the trials and tribulations. So check that out. Yeah. But this episode, we're all out of stuff to talk about. So
yeah.
We've got a book of questions that we've been going through, as you know. Let's hear it.
Okay. In what way do you differ most from your partner?
I don't know. How do I differ the most?
Yeah.
From my partner? I guess like she likes to go do stuff, and I don't.
Oh man.
Probably the big one.
Yeah, that's kind of been a snag in my household here lately as well. Not necessarily like me turning down doing stuff, but I can definitely sense like my wife like, you know, wanting to be more adventurous and stuff. So I have been kind of trying to think about things that we can do coming up because she's starting to get that itch. I can sense it.
The itch.
Yeah. You know, she's getting...
Is that also your biggest, or are we just the same guy? Just secretly?
No, I think definitely our level of like level of responsibility. I'm pretty certain that had we not met, that I would be in a very different situation in life as far as like finances and just being responsible in general. You know, like fucking. Yeah, she is definitely... Because, like, I mean, every Monday morning, I'm like, okay, is this the week that we're going to run away and join the circus? Like, I'm like, you know, I definitely am only a contributing member of society because I don't really, you know, see her as someone that would be with someone that wasn't. You know what I mean? So, I think in that aspect, like, just definitely just being responsible and being...
So you're not going to run away and join the circus?
No, she won't take me up on it.
Damn it.
So.
Well, you ever convinced her, man. Just take me with you.
Oh, yeah, I'd be down.
So we can go.
Fucking. Yeah, because I know you're not really hung up on material shit either. You know, so. But,
I mean, as long as I got a computer, we're big chill. Big
Yeah.
chill out here? Big chill. You give me a computer and internet access, and I'm just the happiest man in the world. That's all I need.
Yeah. That's right. I'm not material stuff. Like we did, because we're taking, I think like about a 3 or 4 day vacation in June. We're gonna go see her brother in Chicago.
Ooh,
and,
you gonna take the train?
We did not last winter, but the last time we went, it was winter time, and that was super romantic and fun. But no, I think we're gonna drive this time,
Okay.
which. I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago, but driving into Chicago is very unnerving because, like, I don't think it's like a 5-lane highway. I think it's about 3 or 4, but just the traffic and stuff is just congested. Like, getting into the city is terrifying. It is. But once you get there, a lot of great food. There's always something going on, you know.
So it's just horrible.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you
food
ask.
and music. Ah, man, it's where there's.
I mean, there's definitely other stuff. Like they have like museums and
that's
shit.
Nashville. That's the music capital, right?
Oh yeah, now Nashville, there's music on every corner that you go down, and which if you're not into country music, that can be kind of.
It's
awful.
all country. Oh no.
For the most part, but like,
oh no.
and even that though, like I even still found a way to appreciate it because like just everywhere you go, there's music and shit going on and street performers and yeah, I didn't want to leave.
Why don't you just go live in Nashville?
Very sad. Now I don't know if I could live there though. If that was like every day.
Why don't we do that after my parents die and we go on our cross country train trip? We'll just We'll just leave at Nashville, and you can just stay there.
Stay there.
You don't have to go home.
I mean, but I'm sure there's probably way more awesome places because, like, I mean,
that's it. Just Nashville.
Just Nashville. That's the only awesome place.
Look, if you tell yourself there's something better than Nashville, then you're not going to be happy in Nashville.
I keep hearing the opposite, but there's always been a part of me that has wanted to see and go to Portland, Oregon, and I don't know why.
Well, hey, my brother's up there.
Oh yeah,
so I can get you a place.
You can hook me up.
I can hook you up. He can show you the town.
Yeah, show me the hot spots.
Yeah, I don't think he's in Portland, but he's near there. He's up in Oregon now.
Is he like a part of like the hipster scene down there? Like is he like into music and stuff like that?
I don't know.
What brought him to Portland, Oregon?
He went to college there.
Okay, and then just stayed.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's, like you go spend 4 years there, you get a decent amount of opportunities that...
I would imagine, yeah.
You don't usually...
But yeah, that's always been... there was this sketch comedy show, Portlandia, and, like, just the opening of that show is, like, that's where I'm supposed to be. And I have no idea why.
I don't think... So I mean, the crack is legal in Oregon.
Well, and that's what I was like... That's what my stepdaddy always tells me. Like, the homeless there is pretty rampant.
Yeah. Yeah, the homeless is a really big issue in Oregon.
Like, what's there? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Like, there's just something inside of me that's telling me that's where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm supposed to be homeless.
Maybe that's what's... That's a hot take right there.
Maybe the streets are calling me. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's... the homeless, I think, is the really big one. And then, crack is legal. Like, every drug is just legal in Oregon.
Now, legal, or they just don't arrest you for it?
It's legal.
How is that a thing?
It was recent they did crack. They were one of the first ones to do weed, and they just recently did crack, I believe. Oregon, legal crack.
Maybe they're just like subscribing.
On February 1st, 2021, Oregon became the first state in the USA to decriminalize the possession of small quantities of all illicit drugs.
Oh, so not just crack. So everything.
Everything.
Jesus.
The law was passed by 58%. So.
Maybe they are just in the mindset now, or it's like, you know what, Darwinism. We'll just let nature.
I'm not sure if that's what they were going for. I mean, if it was, then I wouldn't. I'd say, all right, go for it. But I think
it'll work itself out. Like, I
don't think that's what they're going for, me. I don't think that's what it is, me. So yeah, there's, I mean, anywhere you go, there's gonna be problems. It's just how it is. But that's definitely.
I didn't realize though, man. Like fucking crack, man.
Yep.
I worked with a guy that was on crack. My very first job at I won't say what. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but like. I was working at Mickey D's here in town, and
this is the same place that the other guy was. Is it the same guy?
Oh no, it's not the same guy. Okay. But yes, there was a very, very, very colorful cast of characters that worked at that fucking McDonald's. But no, this guy, he would have like a lot of discount like Nikes and like name brand clothes and stuff because he would go to department stores and just steal a bunch of shit. So he would always have like a trash bag full of like
classic,
really cool ass clothes and shit. But
he ever try to give you any so that you would be caught and arrested for his crimes?
He definitely tried to sell me some of his wares. I think I did buy a pair of shoes from him one time.
You bought stolen shoes? Right.
I was 16, man.
Right. Can't be doing that, man.
I mean, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
In my life.
Yeah, okay, dude. Okay.
Definitely not something I would do as an adult, but, 16-year-old Darius, $30 pair of Nikes, like, I mean, you can't beat that. It's just a steal.
Now, did he tell you? Yeah, it was. It was a steal. Did he tell you they were stolen?
I mean, it was implied. Like, you didn't have to, he didn't have the box. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's very obvious that, it wasn't
not
something.
purchased honestly?
Yeah, it was pretty clear. And,
okay.
But that was the first time I'd ever been around like a serious drug addict before, and like everybody knew it, you know, because like I was like, oh, where's so and so, and they're like, dude, we just got paid. He's not coming back. You know, like, that's the last we'll ever see of him. They paid him. You know. I'm like, oh.
Did he come back? Did we just work there for one paycheck, or did he?
Yeah, no, dude, he got that first check, and then, like, he showed up in the drive-thru one day trying to sell some more shit, but, like, yeah, dude, like, that was it for him, dude. Like,
hey, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, no, fucking...
Don't do drugs. Sounds pretty bad. My God.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
yeah,
goodness.
he got that first check and was out of there.
That's wild, man. That's so crazy. Work for one check.
Yeah.
That is insane. Also, yeah, don't just work for one check either. Don't do drugs first. Also, don't just work for one check. It looks really bad on a resume.
Well, and that's the thing, man. That was something that it took me a while to learn. Is like, if you're gonna leave a job, leave the right way. You know, like because you never know when you might end up having to go back. You know,
or you just need a reference.
Yeah, right? You need a reference.
Your next job is going to be like, hey, you got any references? Where's your last work?
Yeah, and then it's like, you got to
put
on
I worked
the
there for 2 weeks, and they fired me. Like, we're going to hire you again? That's probably not.
Not happening.
So.
Oh, we need a little
there you go. Look at that
sticker here.
Look at that, folks. Check that out. Completed my bag.
Oh shit!
Got a little platform here.
I mean, I got some randos, but like that's more progress than I've made in the last couple of weeks. I'll say that.
No, come on. You made most of the bridge. You made. You're making that. You've made a lot of it, dude. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit here, man.
That's not a. But yeah, if we could do sticker number 56.
Sticker number 56.
56.
The classic.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite. Ooh, it's a little doodly daddly.
All right, this next question should be fun. What stereotype are you most like? AM. Oh, I see what you did.
Hey!
It took me a second. But no, like, are there any stereotypes that you would say that you fit in or fall into?
What was that stereotype of like the most perfect human being has the most struggles? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's the one.
That's the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, you know, it's not easy to get perfect.
Yeah.
So.
I
mean, I guess, being honest, like, I guess the nerd one. I got the glasses. I'm short.
Okay. I
did have braces at some point. I have definitely had tape on my glasses many times.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Don't have them currently, but for sure definitely had that. Never had the pocket protector going.
No?
Unfortunately.
Has anyone ever taken your lunch money, though? Or like
I didn't have lunch money. Well, I don't like
locker?
food, so I always pack my own thing.
Yeah.
I did stuff myself in the locker. The problem was, like, you know, the school I went to, right, like, we didn't really have bullying. You know, as we've talked about previously, I grew up after the age of bullying.
Oh, okay.
So no one would shove me in the locker, so I shoved myself in my locker. Because, you know, I'm just Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Nobody else is gonna.
No one else is gonna mistreat me. I gotta do everything around here. Gosh darn it.
Damn.
See, I did. Well, I just kind of wanted to see if I could fit, because, you know, I was so small. I was like, can I fit in this locker? Sure enough.
Yeah.
Fit in the locker. So, you know. That was a fun time.
I did succumb to bullying, but I was never stuffed in a locker.
What are the other nerd stereotypes? Let's Google them. Nerd stereotypes. Shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. Well, the unattractive one's obviously not true. But I would say I'm pretty shy.
Pedantic is a $5 word.
Yeah, I think that's when you're like, actually?
Oh!
I think so, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of are the
I am a little actually.
Yeah?
No, it's not quite that. No, it is. Yeah, no, it's, yeah. Yep. Yep. Caring too much about minor details or emphasizing their own expertise, especially in some narrow or boring subject matter. So yeah, I'm saying pretty pedantic then, yeah.
Yeah.
Quirky, I mean, if I had to say myself in one word, it might just be quirky, really, so. You know. stereotype. I love the emote though, the nerd emote. Have you ever seen like the nerd emote? We're gonna make that the title probably. It's the nerd emote with the finger pointing up. Actually. Actually?
Oh, I believe
Okay,
so.
Love that. I'll just Google actually. Actually? I need the finger up. Oh, here it is, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just love it. It's so funny the way it's so good. Bullying. Often target of bullying. Yeah, I didn't get it, man. It's unfortunate. That was what I needed to really finish my nerd arc, and I just couldn't get bullied.
Oh, to overcome a bully?
No, just to get bullied. I don't think nerds don't usually overcome it, do they?
I mean, if it's a good enough movie.
Oh, man. And what about you? What's your stereotype?
Like, so much so to the point where I won't even indulge in it in public, but I really love fried chicken. Like,
okay.
Like a lot. Like, if health-wise, if I didn't think I'd have a heart attack, I could probably eat it every day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's quite often.
Yeah. But I do, man. I fucking... Oh, my God. That's one. And there's, like, this famous, like, Dave Chappelle's bit where he talks about, like, feeling self-conscious about eating it in public, too, especially, like, if you're, like, the only black guy present. You know what I mean? It's like, they're just like, look at him, he loves it. You know what I mean? So, like, I do kind of shy away from publicly indulging. But, yeah, probably either my love of fried chicken or white women, I'd probably say, is another,
Is that a stereotype?
famous for like, yeah, black guy with the white chick that like has to drive him everywhere. You know?
I did not know that was a stereotype.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
Didn't know that one was a thing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one.
So yeah.
What about the watermelon though? You like the watermelon?
Now, honestly, I can say that the smell of watermelon repulses me.
Have you tried it?
No, I've never been able to. Like,
okay.
It smells so bad. And that was
it smells like sugar water. Like, what do you mean, man?
I don't know what it is, dude. It fucking, like, that smell will, like, ruin my appetite. Like, the top worst food smells is probably, corn is probably number one.
Okay.
But then
Fair.
Watermelon is a very close second. Like,
okay.
Fucking
interesting.
Horrible. But yeah, I remember I was crashing at a buddy's house. And his dad had just cut up a bunch, and he came in, and he's like, dude, yeah, we just cut up a bunch of watermelon. Do you want any? And I was like, actually, dude, I've never tried it. I don't really care for it. And he stood in the doorway for a second, and he goes, but you're black.
Was this friend black?
No. And I was like, yeah, man, I know. But, yeah, I don't.
It's so racist. It's crazy. Like, did you know him close enough where it was like?
Well, yeah, no, we were good buddies.
Thing?
I would crash at his house a lot. But I mean, and that's what we just kind of knew about that buddy is that like
was he saying it ironically though, or was he being genuine?
You know, he was genuinely like confused. He was like, he's like, he had his hands out like, are you joking? Like,
serious?
Yeah, like I'm like, yeah, dude, no, I've never tried it. Never.
That's great.
But yeah, he was just raised different, you know.
Yeah. It's just completely genuine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like, but
he probably got the watermelon.
Yeah, he had some. Yeah, he's
like, oh, I can cut the watermelon that we've been saving for a black friend.
Yeah, dude, never.
I've been sitting on this watermelon for so long. Oh man, that's great. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, good times.
All right, what's next?
All right. Would you rather know when you would die, or know how you would die?
I probably just know neither one, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that like this is one where we have to pick one.
I would say how.
Yeah, definitely how.
Like, you know, well, mate, I don't know, because when then you could just like. You just be able to like live your life like carefree until that moment. Whereas if you do the how, like anytime you see a bridge, you're like, you're freaking the hell out.
Like, is this the day?
You know, maybe I think I might go with when then.
When?
Like, it'd be really annoying if, like, you're told, in 2 years. That would be, like, pretty devastating.
Yeah.
But then you can make the best of the next 2 years,
Definitely could. But like you said, man, I feel like that... Because then, too, like... Because, like, I feel that now. Like, these days when, if it's a shitty day at work or just a shitty day in general... Anymore, I'm like, okay, what if these are my last moments? Is this what I really want to be doing? Like, is this the last thing? Is this really the last thing I want to be doing? Is what I end up asking myself a lot these days. So, like, yeah, if I had, somebody tell me, like, yeah, you only got 30 days, and within that 30 days, somebody is like, I feel like they're wasting my fucking time, dude, I'd probably flip out.
Like, for me, like, in my last, month or two, I wouldn't be doing something I don't want to do. I want to be, like, working a job. I'm only going to live for another 30 days. What the hell do I need more money for?
Well, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? I feel like it would trivialize a lot of, like, you would, like, almost everything that you went to do. You're like, okay, if this is the last thing, is this really worth doing? I feel like it would...
But you would know that it's not the last thing because you know when you die. You know that it's, in...
But, like, I'm saying, for example, like, okay, you only have 30 days left to live. Do you want to spend one of those days folding laundry? You know what I mean? Like, fucking...
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I feel like, things that necessarily, like, you probably still should be doing, I feel like it would just, like, I'm not fucking vacuuming. I'm gonna die in 2 days.
Well, yeah, I definitely wouldn't vacuum.
I'm not fucking...
Laundry, though, would be kind of annoying, because, like, you do got to do laundry at least 2 times in a 30-day window.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you would have to go do that on your last day. So I see what you're saying. I think I could overcome that, though, because I do find joy in the trivial bullshit. So
I do not, man.
I think I could probably look past that, but I definitely see where you're coming from there. I think I'd still go with one, because I feel like if you just knew how, and then it was something like, you're on a bridge and it collapses. You can't cross any more bridges. Like, you just can't.
Yeah.
Like, the fear that would overwhelm you anytime you had to go over a bridge would just be insane.
Yeah. But I think something in the universe would, like, it's like, you get hit by a car or something, and then the ambulance goes over a bridge, and the bridge collapses. Like, in that instance,
Yeah, exactly. You'd be, like, worried about one thing, and then it would, because you never did it, it would end up being, like, a different, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I would just, like, okay, like, I'm gonna choke to death, so, like, I'm just
never eat food.
I'm just gonna eat every meal like it's the last meal, dude. Like,
eat every meal like...
Yeah, like, fuck. Like, I'm gonna really enjoy this.
See, I would just never eat. That's my problem. If I was gonna choke to death, I'd just forget, alright, we're drinking for the rest of our lives. I'll choke on water or whatever fluid I'm drinking, but frick it.
Or pudding.
Yeah.
Fucking choke on this pudding.
Sorry.
Cup, man.
Yeah. No, I think I'd have to go with one, because just knowing how you would change your life too much. Where, like, when, or, like, the last, like, year would really be different.
I think it
live
definitely
a normal
would
life
impact
until the last year.
Everything you did. Like, if it was super vague, like, oh, you're gonna, drown.
Yeah,
like,
you're just drinking water. Is this it? Is this the moment?
Like, fuck.
Or, like, oh, you get shot. Can you ever go into public? You
Yeah.
know, like, you never know. So, yeah, I think just there's too many downsides I could go with how. The downsides are pretty bad. Obviously, you could get, like, a nice and an easy one that's like you die of old age, you know, in the comfort of your own home. Like, okay,
like,
if I knew that was gonna be the case, then yeah, I'd rather know how. But I think I have to go with when, just cause.
Yeah, that's another one that split the RomeBros down the middle.
Yeah, hey, let us know down below. I love that question. It's a great question. What would you do? Rather know how or when?
Yeah.
How or when, folks?
Alright, well, this next one is really going to make us self-reflect here.
Doozy.
Yeah. What is the most selfish thing you've done?
Oh, I'm not I want to say I'm not insanely selfish. What is the most selfish thing?
That's a tough one for me, man.
I mean, I definitely, like, at work, I'll sometimes, like, someone's on the phone and, like, I could help them. Sometimes I'll just be like, frick it, you get put in line.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to help you right now. But that's not, like, I'm sure I've done something more selfish than that.
That's not really, that's not selfish. That's making people fucking answer for the consequences that they set themselves up on.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, I'm making them have to, it's not like suffer, but, like, have to pay a price because I'm lazy. So I'd say it's at least a little selfish. Surely I'm going to say more selfish than that, though, right? I would think so.
Yeah.
Man, what have I done? That's selfish. I don't even freaking know, man. That's like a tough one.
That's what I said. It's gonna take some self-reflection on that one.
Like, I don't want to sound like I'm, super cool and everything, but like, I really don't think I've lived a very selfish life. I feel like I've been pretty selfless, or been like, at least like neutral, like as much as, I get benefits, someone else benefits the same amount. I try to find a good middle ground.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the best for either one of us, but put the two together and it's, good for both.
What do you think they're asking me for here?
Right, put some pieces together.
Yeah, but like, what?
It's a shelf.
What I'm saying, is that something I should have built already?
No, that's what you're building.
Hey, they're like, oh, okay, that's
they're
the
telling
forest.
you
What it's gonna look like when it's done.
It's foreshadowing.
Okay.
Yeah. What selfish thing have I done? I mean, I've probably, when I was a kid, did I ever, like, steal someone's, like, toy? That's pretty selfish. I'm trying to think. I mean, I probably did that. I would think so. Oh, here's something that I did. This isn't, like, super selfish. So, when I was in, like, kindergarten,
okay,
I went to a school. Okay. And so we lived in a house. And then we moved halfway through the year. And my parents didn't want us to, change schools during the year. They wanted us to change schools at the end of the year. Because whatever, we're kids. So they, instead of having to take the bus, because we were in a new school district, they had to drive us to a different bus stop. And when they were driving us to the nearest bus stop, I looked outside and I saw just someone that I knew. Right, I just knew him.
Okay.
I don't know why. I was in kindergarten, and I was like acting all antsy, like I didn't want to get out, and I was like, I don't want to go to the bus stop because this person's gonna recognize me and probably want to talk to me. It's probably why I didn't want to get out, because I just didn't want to talk to someone. And looking back, my parents probably thought that I was being bullied by that person, so they drove to the next bus stop. It wasn't super much further, it was like maybe another minute down the road. But I made my parents drive a minute down the road, every day for like half a year. Just because I didn't want to talk to someone. So I guess that's kind of selfish. Sorry, Mom. He wasn't bullying me. I just didn't want to talk to him. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty selfish. But I mean, that's not that.
I mean, that's
bad.
You're a kid, though. Too.
Yeah, like I was a kid. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's not that bad.
Yeah, not that atrocious of an atrocity there. I've probably done something more. I just can't think of it. So don't think I'm a goody little two shoes guy. I'm sure I've done something a bit more, but I'm not super selfish. I don't try to be selfish. What about you, man? What have you done?
The worst thing, probably just all of, and like, I'm not saying this like I was just like some fucking like lady killer by any means. I was just like swimming in it, but definitely like all of the women that like I slept with without any intention of ever dating them.
Do you think, like, was the woman, like, only sleeping with you because they thought they were going to have a life with you?
Not necessarily.
I feel like at a young age, if you're doing, like, presumably, not dating for very long or even just one-night stands, like, the girl should know that it's, like, you have no intention of having to go anywhere. And they should be okay with that, right?
I think, in my case, it was more, like, you know that eventually, like, if you keep seeing someone, they're gonna get invested, emotionally. And I just think that I was never dishonest with anyone, and I think that was my, like, my way of, like, rationalizing my shitty behavior, it's like, well, I'm being honest, but, you can tell when someone's getting attached to you,
Oh, so you abandoned someone in their time of need is what you're telling me.
A few someones.
A few? Yeah. Damn, big deal play out.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely wasn't that, but like, I was just definitely being a little more casual than I let on, like during, as I like to refer to it as my hoe phase.
My hoe phase.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably the most selfish thing like I ever done. It's just you know, like, because I remember this one time, like, I was walking with a few buddies, and, like, there was this girl that I had, like, just stopped talking to, and she saw me, and she's like, oh, hey, where have you been? And, like, I just took off running. Like, left my buddies, like, I was like, oh, got
He was probably so confused. She was like,
yeah, she really was. Like, yeah, she was probably just like, you know, hey, long time no see. And I was just like, nope, not doing that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as someone who has had their heart broken, I would say if you're breaking hearts out there, it's pretty selfish.
Yeah, very selfish. And that's like, yeah, looking back on it, like, just to, like, try to, and not, like I said, necessarily, in my mind at the time, I didn't think that I was doing anything intentionally.
I mean, you never do.
Yeah,
I mean, no one's ever going to be like, yes, I'm going to go out here and hurt someone.
Yeah.
Like, it's
but, like,
rare.
in my heart, though, I knew that, like, you know, I was being a shitty person. So, yeah. Like,
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
The ladies aren't going to lay themselves, you know what I mean?
No, they are.
Ladies aren't going to lay themselves.
Yeah. I think we found this episode's title.
It might be too long. I don't know. The ladies aren't going to lay themselves. We can try that one. I'll see if it fits.
I like that.
Do you? Wait, hold on a second.
I like that.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I don't know if you like the ramifications of what.
Well, no, yeah,
going
but
that might
I
be.
just I like that phrasing though. I do.
Don't take that to heart. That's just a joke.
Yeah.
Don't actually
don't
go around
being shitty
because the ladies aren't going to lay themselves. Actually, they can. That's kind of the funny part.
Right, yeah.
Because they can.
Yeah, probably better than you could.
Probably, yeah, probably better than you can. So,
yeah, but
you know. All right. Well,
yeah. All right.
Good
so,
to know. What's up next here?
Okay. Okay. We're on
Next page.
What is the most selfless thing that you've done? Okay, so we're on the other end of that spectrum.
Yeah. Once again, like I said, I usually try to find a middle ground. I'm not usually like selfish or selfless.
Yeah.
I would say selfless. Giving up what I want so someone else can have what they want. I'm just so greedy though. Giving up what I want so someone else can have what they want. When have I ever done something like that? Well, okay. Here's the thing that I did. Not super selfless, but just one of the things that comes to mind. So back when I was biking to work, if you didn't know, I used to bike to work. I think I've talked about that many times.
Yeah.
As I was biking home, I saw a $100 bill on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Just sitting there, just on the freaking ground. Right?
Yeah.
So I immediately just, like, chucked my bike. You know, I'm like, frick this $2,000 bicycle, I need that $100. So I yuck my bike onto the ground. And I pick up the $100, and I'm like, shit, this is a real $100 bill. I guess this is legit. Like, this isn't fake. This isn't like a,
like
one of those
somebody
stupid.
Actually dropped $100.
Yeah, like it wasn't one of those. You've seen the ones where like it's like one side's $100 and the other side is like scripture. You know, and it's like, hey, join our religion.
Oh,
you know,
fuck.
Hate those ones. It was a legit $100 bill, and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, holy freaking crap! I just got $100, and some dude on the other side of the street pulled over and got out of his car and was like, yo, is that $100? And I was like, yeah, is it yours? And I guess the is it yours, asking.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was pretty selfless because I was like,
yeah.
He said no, and I was able to keep it. But like I said, not super selfless. But if he said yes, I probably would have given it to him. If he could just lie. He could have just said, yeah, it's mine, and I would have just given it to him.
Yeah.
But he said no. He was like, you're pretty lucky. And I'm like, yeah, you're damn right. I'm pretty lucky. I just got $100.
Man. So that was 2 instances of selflessness.
Was it?
Yeah, well, the guy was pretty selfless. Because like you said...
Yeah, because he said no, yeah.
He could have just been like, oh, actually, yeah, that's mine. Give me my fucking money, Like,
yeah. And then I either would have had to been like, nope, it's mine now, and then been a bitch, or I would have had to been honest. And I'm not really, I guess, not honest. But like I said, that's not super selfless. I feel like I've probably done something more selfless than that, surely. Man. These are some tough questions, man. What have I done? I mean, there was the time, did I talk about this on the podcast? The time, I think I did, where I got cookie dough and took it to the girl that I was seeing on
on
Tinder.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty selfless. I had to
Yeah, because she wasn't
I had to
expecting
bike
you.
all the way to the store, which was pretty far away, and then bike back because it was like the opposite direction. It wasn't like the same direction. So I had to bike really, really far, and I brought her cookie dough. I mean, that was, but I wanted to do that though, because like I wanted to spend time with her. So like,
Yeah.
is it really selfless if I wanted to do it?
Well, but I mean, you still really went out of your way.
I did, yeah. I guess I did.
Yeah.
I helped Faith move.
That's the one.
That's pretty.
That's
selfless.
the fucking one right there, dude. Because moving sucks.
Moving. I didn't really do that much though, to be fair. But I did offer, and I was there to help her.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Because yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been traumatized by that. My mom was in the army, so we moved a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. But like, I feel like I kind of had to because like when I moved, one of my coworkers helped me. So when
You were
Faith
paying
said
it
she was
forward?
moving, pay it forward, man.
That's really selfless.
You think
Because
so?
that was just like you were like, no ulterior motives. Like just.
Yeah, just do a good thing
Yeah,
for someone.
that's the one.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. There,
Yeah.
that's my most selfless act, helping Faith move. You're welcome, Faith, if you're watching this. I was the only coworker. I think I was the only one that showed up.
Yeah, because
Everyone else was like, "No, fuck that. I ain't helping you."
Well,
I'm
I
like,
didn't
"I'll be
even
there."
know. Like she didn't ask me,
I think
which I
she
probably
asked-
would have if she had asked. But
It was her. Derek said he might be there, then he didn't show up, and there was someone else who said they were going to be there. Who else was it that said that they were going to be there?
well,
So if it wasn't you,
yeah, it
I was
wasn't
going to
me.
sworn there was someone else who was
Maybe
going to show
Neil?
up. No,
No.
he never comes downstairs. You crazy? No. I think there was someone else who was supposed to help.
Well, it couldn't have been because I don't think Lisa was with us at the time.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was Lisa.
Yeah. So
I don't
either that only leaves
think-
Tina or And I feel so bad.
Was Jennifer even there?
That's what I was. Yeah. I don't think it because Jennifer came after Lisa, so I don't think it was Jennifer.
Did she really? Man, I'm
Yeah,
losing
we had
my
Lisa first.
time.
Yeah, because remember Lisa was upstairs for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's Kayla's mother-in-law's name?
Tara.
Tara. Was it her? Was she still with us?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know who it was. Yeah, whatever. I think there was someone else other than Derek who said they might be there
Yeah.
and then didn't show up. But I showed up and I helped.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. I had a blast. So, you're welcome, Faith. Let me know if you need to move again. I'll help again. And you got to pay it forward too, Faith. If one of your coworkers in the future is moving, you have to help them now because I helped you.
And
so.
that's the thing, man. Like we should push that, just with everything. But paying it forward.
You ever seen that movie?
Bits and pieces. I feel
Oh, you got to watch the whole thing, dude. That is an emotional fucking roller coaster.
Well, and
dude.
see, I don't like crying in movies.
Oh, you're gonna cry
Yeah,
now.
that's what
Yeah, 100%. That's a
I'm like-
crier. That was we watched that. What grade was I in when I watched that? I was in middle school, high school. No, I wasn't. Wasn't high school. I think it was middle school. It was like 6th or 7th grade. Our teacher had us watch that because it's just such a good movie. Pay it forward. Yeah, I was crying at the end there, man. That's
That's
a freaking crier movie.
I don't wanna.
Although I'm kind of a bitch, I'll cry at movies like.
Do you want to do these stickers? There's not a lot of room for error on these.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
Number 61.
Yeah. Easy clap right here. You got it, dude. They're just batteries, man. Look, I don't even care about the stickers, honestly.
All right. You like it? I love it.
Here, you can use this too as like a little
Oh yeah,
Thing.
the layer downer.
the layer downer. But yeah, I mean, if someone does something nice for you,
Yes.
and then you do
Pay it
something
forward.
nice for someone else. And the real way that the method goes is that someone does something nice for you, you do something nice 3 times.
Right.
So that
yeah.
way it's
really,
just infinite explosion of kindness.
And because then that's 3 other people
That presumably
have to
they
pay
also
forward.
follow it.
Yeah.
We'll do 3 other kind things, and then everything's just being kind. I mean, just in general, just be kind. I mean,
Yeah. Speaking of, dude, I feel super shitty. I told Derek that I would cover and do his late day. Like he asked me last week, but for whatever reason in my mind, I had it that it was going to be this coming Monday. So, like, I just didn't say anything because I also thought too, that, like, he was going to run it by a supervisor. Then the supervisor would be like, hey, so you're covering Derek's late day, and that never happened. So, I don't think there was a second person till 5 o'clock on Monday this week.
Nah, I don't care about it.
I was just like, damn, I left somebody hanging. Like, I just hope it doesn't come back on him somehow. You know what I mean?
Nah. You're big chill. It's fine. They probably even noticed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no harm.
I mean, yeah, because let's be honest here. Is Corey really gonna be paying attention to that crap? Nah, dude.
That's how I kind of look at it. Like, especially because like after about 4 o'clock, the phone's kind of stopped.
Yeah.
So
maybe... like after 4:30 for sure too.
Yeah.
Derek stayed till 4:30.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we have, like, Faith alone can handle the 4:30 to 4:45 phone calls. We get like none of them.
You would think.
I don't know why. I literally just think they do it. It's like, you know, try to be fair.
Yeah, and just
but
that's
it's like
just the way it's been.
It's like just. Yeah. No one cares, man. Just let us go home.
Yeah.
I hate having to freaking come in one day a week. It's just like, and like for me, it's even worse because Jennifer stays late on Friday anyway. So there's 3 people on the phones.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
She stays till 5 anyways on Fridays?
Yeah, because she doesn't drive in because she carpools with someone and they either have Friday off or work from home. So she doesn't want to come all the way in.
Yeah.
So she works from home on Fridays. And it's just, like, better for her, I guess, to do 8 to 5. So she works 8 to 5 at home on Fridays. And it's like, the reason I have to say 8 to 5 on Fridays is because...
everybody else does.
Everyone else has to do a day. So it's fair that I have to. Which, like, okay, I understand that. But it's, like, annoying as hell that I have to
bullshit,
mess up my whole schedule.
And they could just adjust the rotation to where, like, it would still be everybody rotating in and out. But then I guess maybe they just
well, they could have done that. They asked if I wanted Tuesday. And I said, no, I want Friday. So... you know, they did offer to change the rotation.
Yeah, because that would make the most sense, you know, like...
Yeah, it would, but I was like, no, fuck that, I like my Friday. And they're like, okay, well then we're just gonna have 2 people on Friday. So, I guess that's a little selfish, because Jennifer now has to work 2 late days a week instead of 1.
Oh, because you didn't want to change your late day?
Yeah. So.
I mean...
like, I don't want to work a late day in the middle of the week, though. That just sounds horrible.
But then the very last day of the week, but then, see, you're not really dreading, or not, like, you're not really looking forward to the weekend like that anyway. Because, like, for me, if I'm, like, ready to go and I'm ready for the week to be over, to have the latest day be the last one, that would...
yeah, that was one of the reasons why I took Friday. Because, like, I know most people don't want it.
Yeah.
And I'll take it. And for me, it works out, because, I get my girlfriend, you know, right now I'm doing hot chocolate. It'll probably change eventually when she gets tired of hot chocolate. You know, I get her something and I bring it home, and it's like better for her to already be here and me to bring it to her fresh versus me bring it home, it sit out for like an hour before she gets home, and then she gets cold hot chocolate. Yeah. You know, so it works out pretty good for me on Friday. So I like having it, but you know, it is what it is. What was our question? What were we even on?
The most selfless thing.
Oh, wait, we were still on selfless?
Yeah, well, I never,
No, you never did. How we got really sidetracked?
Yeah.
Wow. Hello, folks. We're back.
Yeah.
Big D, what's your selfless act?
I mean, I not to toot my own horn, but I like to think of myself as being generous. But, I guess the most recent, in which it isn't even that recent anymore, but like the last time I headlined a show, this guy came into the bar.
You headlined a show?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, this was back when you were doing comedy?
When I was rapping the raps.
Oh,
still. Okay. This guy came into the bar and like he was making a ruckus and he's like, I just need some money, like my mom's in the hospital. I think more than likely he probably just wanted some money for drugs.
Probably.
Or alcohol. But
fair
like
assessment.
I didn't want him to like start freaking out the patrons and people like start leaving, and then like everybody that was, you know, going on ahead of us, like I didn't, you know.
So you were doing this super selfishly is what you're telling me.
Well, it was selfish because I didn't want him to fuck up my show. But at the same time, it was selfless because like, I mean, if he did cause a ruckus, I wasn't going to be going on for like another couple of hours. Like I didn't want him to ruin everyone else's set either, you know what I mean, that were opening up for us that day. So
right. I
just opened my wallet and I was like, here's $20, man, like it's gonna be okay. And I shook his hand really firmly and I was like, look, I wish I could do more, but I can't, but like it's gonna be all right, man, I'll pray for you. And like I had like a really heart to heart with the guy, and like, you know,
that's nice.
A lot of eye contact. And
yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. It was very uncomfortable.
I would just be like, no, frick you.
It was very uncomfortable, but like I said, I didn't want him to ruin it, because like that was too when I was one of my wife's friends that she's been cool with for years now. Her stepson had just gotten into rap, and I don't have like a lot of insider knowledge, obviously, but like I kind of liked to think of myself as somewhat of a mentor for him, and I wanted his set to go all right, and I didn't want him to have a bad experience, or like that guy to be a distraction while he was trying to do his thing, and so I was just like, here man, here's some money, and I ended up like at another show, this homeless lady, it was hot outside too, and she was like laying on the ground. I wasn't even performing that night though, but she was out there and just laying on the ground, and I gave her a few bucks, and then like some other homeless guy walked up.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he's like, you hitting on my girl? And I was like, absolutely not. That is the opposite of what's going on here, sir. Like, I don't.
You hit my girl.
Yeah.
Gives her money.
Yeah, like you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Like I was just trying to. I was like, that's probably the last. I don't think I have given any.
Did she like stand up and be like, no, he was just giving me some money, and then he was like, oh, I'm sorry,
she's still
thank
just
you.
laying on the fucking ground, being like, I thought, like, to me, I was hoping she was gonna take that money and go get some water, like, cause it looked like she was about to fucking expire, dude. Like she was just like she was like, oh, thank you, and like didn't even get up or like, she just kept laying on the fucking ground.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, yeah,
nah.
I'm gonna, like, I mean, but the other guy didn't seem too worried, so that's why I was like, I guess I'm gonna leave, not trying to wreck a home here or anything, you know what I mean? Like,
She's probably just like doped out of her mind.
Yeah, she was. But like I said, I was just kind of hoping she was gonna just go get some fucking water. Like,
No.
It was hot, dude, and she was just like sprawled out on the fucking ground.
Ridiculous, dude. People don't do that. People don't do that, man.
Yeah.
If you're sprawled out on the ground, you're not the kind of person who's gonna go get water. Okay?
Yeah, I see your point there. Like, yeah, that part of your life is already come and gone. Like,
yeah, it's over. It's over now. Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, it's I mean, it's definitely selfless. I would say for sure. I would not do either of those things. I mean, I grew up in a household that told me many times that if you're gonna give a homeless person something, you give them food or water, because if you just give them money, they're just gonna buy drugs with it.
Yeah.
So if you want to be nice and give them something, give them, not the money version of it, whatever they're supposed to buy with the money. Give them a sandwich, give them a bottle of water, give them a pillow, give them a tent, whatever.
I always run into them at the most inopportune times, though, like where the only thing you have to give is money.
I just don't give them anything.
Yeah, you just.
I see. Like, if I was in that situation and there was that guy in the bar or that lady sprawled out on the ground and all I had was money,
You're just going about.
I'm just going about my life. Maybe if the lady on the ground, if I like really thought she was like dehydrated and dying, I might like ask her like, hey, do you need some water? And then if she said yes, I would get her some water.
Try to go get it. Yeah, and see, that's what I probably should have done that.
That's maybe what I would have done, but even that's a stretch. Like, let's be honest here, I probably wouldn't have done that.
But see, that's in my mind. I couldn't have just gone back to like having a great night.
Oh, I could.
I mean, it's like,
she ain't gonna ruin my night.
Like, I'm having a great time, and then you look over and you're like, okay, is that person gonna die? I can't just go back to like.
I'm going right back, man. Are we ready to rumble?
Right, yeah.
So it's the classic frick it, we ball situation.
Yeah. Frick it?
We ball.
I think I did it.
Give it up for Big D. I only had help with one thing.
Yeah, well, no, there's a couple things.
Well, the window thing, too. But, I mean, the window didn't matter. You could have had it either way.
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, you can take the rest of the episode off. Isn't that a miracle? I don't have another one.
You don't got another back set up for
I mean, I could reach in here and grab it, but I had to sort through them, and it'd be a disaster.
Yeah.
So,
man.
Look at you go, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Look, you're getting better.
Yeah.
What's it all about? Even though you haven't done it. I mean, it's been a while since we did a Lego episode, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think this is because the last batch we did at my place. So,
what was the one before that? Were we doing it here? Was that one here? But you struggle with that one. You like.
Yeah, that was the bridge.
Yeah.
That was the bridge. So,
Did not get very far on the bridge.
Yeah. So Couple weeks out the game, maybe I just need to rest my brain.
There it is. That's all we need. Well, what's up next on the docket here?
Oh, this looks like a very long question.
Okay. Is it a whole page long?
Okay. All right.
Did she handwrite all of these? Like, why
Yeah,
are people
dude.
not typing these things? Like,
Well-
Jennifer didn't type it either.
I don't know. Well, with women typically have better handwriting, anyways.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you want to write. Like, it takes so much longer to write than to type, right?
You would think. Oh, yeah. Tell us in the comments. Why do you prefer to write than type? But we don't have a printer either, though. So, like, I would have had to have taken it somewhere and printed.
No, you could have just, like, pulled it up on your phone.
Oh, like an email.
Yeah. Or I email it to my laptop. We can just pull it up here.
I don't know.
We're in the digital age, man. Like, you don't need anything physical.
I don't know.
Not anymore. Not since the incident. Oh, before we go to the next one, before I forget.
The incident?
Dude, this is the funniest thing I was thinking. Just go with, like, any random person that you know, person you never met, and just be like, oh, I didn't think you'd show your face, not after the incident. And they're going to say, what incident? And you say, oh, you don't remember. That's probably for the best. They're going to be so confused, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't remember. It's probably for the best. Like, dude, they would be so confused. Especially someone you've never met before. Like, you're just, like, in a Target.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, hey, how's it going? I didn't think you were going to show your face around here, not after the incident. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? Oh, it was probably for the best, man. Well, you have a good day, man.
They probably think you were mistaking them for someone else. If it's a complete stranger?
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, now if you did it to someone you knew and you hadn't seen in a while, that would make a little more sense. But yeah, if
Just
you
anyone
did it
at all,
to a
really.
stranger, though, they'd be like, fucking, that guy
What a
doesn't
weirdo.
know me. Yeah.
But what if deep down, though, they're thinking, like, what if something did happen to me?
Yeah,
What
well,
if
I'm
there
sure
was
they
an
would
incident?
consider it, like on the drive home, like, dude, I know that fucking guy.
I'm saying, to just sow some seeds of discourse, man.
Yeah.
What is that, like, chaotic neutral or something? Just be that. Just do that. I just think it'd be funny. If you do that, let me know in the comments below. I gotta know how it turns out. We'll invite you on the show. I gotta know. Because I don't think I have the guts to do it myself. Okay, anyways, next question. Sorry. Before I forgot, I had to ask. Or mention it.
Okay.
Just read it, dude.
I think the second half of this is for me.
Read the whole thing.
When did you lose your virginity?
Oh,
If
well,
older than 16, was it by choice or circumstance? Like, could you not get laid but wanted to, or did you have no interest? That's what I'm saying. I think that second half was...
it's just interesting. Well, I am still virgin. So, there you go. Unless you consider blowjobs to be losing virginity, which I do, personally. Most people don't. I do consider, because it's oral sex, and sex, is losing virginity. So, I have had oral sex, and I did that just with my girlfriend, just in my bed. She just was like, can I give you a blowjob? And I was like, sure. So.
Like, why not? Yeah.
But, I've never done penetration below the waist. So, there you go.
So is that from lack of interest, or just...
Well, one, I don't want a kid. Like, that's a big
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
And two is, I don't really have a need to do it. Like, what do I stand to gain?
Well, let me tell you. It's pretty nice.
Like, how much nicer is it than just, like...
Then a blowjob?
I mean, it looks like, for me, a blowjob versus just, like, a hand, like, masturbating myself, it's like, it's the same shit.
Yeah. It's not. It's not.
It's not the same?
It's not.
Well, I'll figure it out one day, I guess. Not today, though.
I think I was right at 16. Again.
Why was the question if it was after 16, then you, like, why is it only then you have to answer the circumstance?
Like, what, I think...
Like, what, if I'm before 16, you know the circumstance? Like, I don't know.
I think, well, like, if you're, like, super... And again, I don't know. But I think just, like... how I've always expressed it, like, that was my, like, sole goal in life. I think that she was just... like, was it by choice? And, like, no, I definitely would have done it way sooner than that had I had the choice. But, yeah, I think it was at that faithful McDonald's, man.
Damn, dude, that McDonald's going hard for you.
Dude.
How long did you work there?
Not very long, but, like, still some of my closest friends, like, to this day.
That's just the one on Missouri Boulevard?
Huh? Huh?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And, like, rest in peace. She's no longer with us. But, yeah, man.
The person you laid?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. She showed me the way. Because she was about, I think, 21 or 22.
We were talking about pedophiles last time. What the hell is that, man? What the hell? You were 16?
Yeah, but I think that's like...
And she was in her 20s?
Yeah, that's consent, though, right?
No!
I mean, I don't feel taken advantage of by any means.
I'm just saying, if the roles were switched and you were
Well,
a girl
yeah,
and
no,
she was
yeah,
a dude,
that'd be super creepy. You know, but like...
Look, no gender barriers here, man. It's creepy no matter what.
I never thought about that.
You never ever have thought the fact that you
for me,
were taken advantage of
it was
by
the culmination of my life's work. You know, so yeah, no, I never didn't think I was being taken advantage of. I was a definite willing participant. You know.
Saying you could have had a great case, man. You could have sued her butt, sent her to prison.
Dude, is that how you treat someone that like
who took advantage of you?
I wasn't taking advantage.
What if you were, dude? And you just didn't realize it because you were just so young and naive.
It wasn't anything I had to be talked into. Like, there was no convincing that needed to be. If anything, I fucking initiated it. So like, it wasn't, you know. And it, like, we'd hung out like a lot before then, you know. And then like I finally, I think, just wore her down more or less. You know, just like fine, you know.
Fine, whatever. God,
yeah, shut up, you know. But, I mean, like, and then that, yeah, I don't know what I was going to attempt to say there, but, yeah. So,
what was the second part of the question?
Or did you just, could you not get laid but wanted to wait, or did you have no interest? So it's like, was it your choice, or wasn't it, basically?
I mean, for me... It was kind of like both, really. I didn't have an interest in women. But, like, especially just as far as sex goes, no, I never really had an interest in sex. Even now, still don't really care for it. It's like, whatever.
I joke with my wife, but a part of me is serious. I look forward to being, like, 50 when, like, you know, stuff's just not working anymore. And that, like...
You don't have
that desire just goes away completely. Yeah. Because, like, literally, I'm serious, dude. Like, my entire life, it's just been... Like, I feel like an old vampire. You know when, like, the vampire is so old that, like, they just walk out into the sun one day because they're just, like, tired of the thirst? Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely ready to walk out into the sun.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
I mean, I can't even imagine, man. Like, it must be pretty bad. It's pretty nice not having it. But then again, you don't, you know...
Yeah.
You get to experience it. So.
Well, I just feel like you got to... You're so much more free in the sense that, like...
Oh, yeah.
You know, you've never really been concerned with how they see you or, you know, what their opinion of you is. And, like, that was just such a major part, especially, like, when I got to, like, middle school and high school. Like, every day just trying to not look like a lame. You know what I mean? Like... man, life would have been so much easier.
Yep. Gosh darn right about that.
Yeah.
Brother. Yeah, no, that's pretty great, man. That's pretty great.
Yeah, ready for it to be over.
Would recommend not caring about what other people think.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
Tell your favorite joke. Well, that's light.
I don't know if I have a favorite. What was that one I just had? The boba tea.
Oh yeah, why are free feet called tea?
Yeah. Because there's no fee. Because it's free, so there's no fee, and feet without the FEE at the beginning is just T. So free feet are called T. See? He's laughing. He thinks it's funny. That was just one I made recently here. That one's not very good. I definitely hit some like pretty crazy bangers in our messages.
Oh yeah, but like those are like very situational.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a situational jokester. Yeah. You know, stuff will come up, and I have to like lead the conversation into that direction, and then get you to say something. So that, you know, like I'm trying to make you say something so that I can hit you with the punchline. It's like it's an art, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. Do you remember?
So it's by design, like you.
Yes.
Oh man.
I send you a message, and I'm like, okay, there's like 4 different likely scenarios that he can say. And I'll have, like, 2 of them I can just hit you with a punchline, and the other 2 I can, like, send another message to have you go back. You know? It's whole art.
Fucking build your own adventure here?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we're chatting. You're fucking...
No, I might have just ruined it, man. Now you're never going to send me messages.
Well, I'm definitely going to be second guessing, like, okay, like, what am I walking myself into?
Well, you don't need to worry about it too much. Just know that whenever you send a message, I probably already expected you to say that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay.
You know. I've already ran all the possibilities in my head. I'm freaking, what's that guy? The Doctor Strange.
Oh, where you see all the scenarios.
All the universes.
Yeah.
We only win in one. But in this case, I make all of them win. It's like I hit you with a punchline, dude. It's what it's all about.
Goodness. Well, my favorite joke I put in when I sent out the numbers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll go after you.
Oh, God, what? Like, because I fucked the numbers up yesterday?
No.
Oh.
No, you go ahead. I was going to say my jokes in the numbers.
Oh.
What is the ones you've been putting?
I've been, like, the last couple times I've quoted musicians, but the one time the joke was, and I'm reminded of it at work a lot, but it's like this guy, Mitch Hedberg, he's dead now, but it's, an escalator can never break. It can only become stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's my favorite one. It's like, like, going from 2 to 3, like, you're lucky if the escalator's working. So I'm reminded of it quite
For those
often.
who don't know, the elevators in our building are always broken. Yeah. So that was a very, very relatable, funny joke.
Yeah. I'm reminded of it quite often.
When I send out the numbers, I've been putting, if you want something done right, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Which is just so funny, because it's like
a passive fuck
it's
you.
It's so passive aggressive. It's so funny to me.
Very.
No one's called me out on it yet. It's just so good. And it's really funny because I think I messed up the numbers. Like, the first time I sent it out, I had to resend it out because I messed it up. I forgot to do the faxes. And then the next time I sent it out, I didn't even realize this, but I kept, because I just forwarded Tina's, and I kept Tina's signature on it. So my quote is, if you want something right, do it yourself, and I have never done it right.
Well, I think I fucked up yesterday, which I don't know, like, what, but then, like, I sent him out, and then, like, 10 minutes later, another email comes out, these are the correct numbers, and I was like, damn.
Did he even consult you about that?
No. Like, so I don't know what I
work on.
I don't know what I did wrong, or, like, if I did anything wrong, per se, or, like, but yeah, it was just like, it's like, damn, I guess I wasn't even worth being talked to about that, okay. Like,
that's kind of crazy that she didn't even talk to you about that. I figured she was like, she looked at the numbers and were like, hey, these are kind of low, you know, and asked you, like, how you did it, and then you told her I did this, and then she was like, that's not quite right, I need to,
no.
You know, no, she just...
Yeah, just a few minutes later, yeah.
Corey, come on, man. Look, Corey, you're great at a lot of things, but...
I feel like...
Some stuff you really need to work on.
It was probably like, this is just easier if I just do it than try to explain it, but, like...
You got to explain it, man.
Yeah,
you have to. Like, you need to let your people know what they're doing wrong so they can do it better next time. Like, you have to. It's really
it was a little embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, like, the thing is it's like, you're just sitting there like, you know, I didn't get any message at all. I was pretty much just told that with, you know, out of the blue that I did it wrong.
Yeah.
At the same time that everyone else knew that I did it wrong. Which is such a Corey thing to do. Is just, like, expose someone's mistake in front of everyone without talking to the person first about it. So, did you see the one time when Faith, like, sent a message in the chat and was just, like, asking for, like, a little piece of info, you know, a little something?
Oh,
and someone answered her.
For Barb's email.
Yeah. And then Corey was like, if you had read the whole email, you would have known. And I'm like,
like,
Corey, you're
damn.
Yeah. She was just asking a question, man.
Yeah.
It takes 4 seconds to answer it. You don't have to be calling her out like that, man.
And then it's clear, too, that, like, she probably doesn't do those all the time. You know
like, we've
mean?
never done that. It was, like, not that big of a deal. It was, like, relax. You just wanted to know the lady's email. Like, God, Corey, calm it down.
Really rough.
Yeah, that
really
was...
When Neil got called out in front of everybody about the revoked account, he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know this.
Yeah. Corey is Corey's really good at doing that. Yeah, just exposing someone's mistakes in front of everyone without prior consultation.
Publicly eat shit,
Yeah, like, not even like a, hey, you did this, let's try to do it better next time, and then, like, you know, a week later accidentally, you know, say it out loud. You know, that's one thing. No, Corey would just be like, you fucked up. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I'd forgot. I guess that was one of those situations where I just, like, disassociated, because I would have been so mortified too. Like, yeah, that's why you should have just read.
Dude, when I read that message, I wanted to like send Corey a private message and be like, Corey, that was like too far. Like, because like you know when we had that, like whatever the what's your personality type thing, and Corey was like, hey, just let me know if I ever go too far. Like, I was like, I wanted to message her.
Yeah,
like that's too far, but I'm like, that's Fate's business. I'm not gonna interject there because I thought that was way too far.
It probably would have just ended up being turned on you at that point too. So
yeah, I was just like, if Faith wants to, you know, do it, she can do it. I don't want to.
Yeah,
put myself in there when I don't need to be there. Hey, sorry, Faith, if you would have loved me to do that for you, stand up for you a little bit, but I didn't want to interject there. Yeah, that was she's great at a lot of things, but she definitely, I mean, like everyone, really, you know, has a lot to work on, right?
Yeah, it does have to be a lot of pressure, though, too, because, like, I'm sure if any of us do fuck up and another department catches the fuck up, then they come to her like, hey, why did your person do this? Because, like,
for sure.
That happened to me, and it didn't fall on Corey, it fell on Kayla. Like, I sent somebody a no tax due, and they caught it, like, in processing, and told Kayla, and, like, it's just, like, it's so many ways to be embarrassed, like,
oh yeah,
the way that and just not like in our section, but like the entire like way that they do things, because like you said, as opposed to like publicly shaming everyone and having everyone co-sign on these emails and stuff, like, why not just talk to the person in the moment when you catch the mistake, as opposed to like,
yeah, I mean, Kayla's definitely done that, sometimes, but Corey's, I mean, well, the way Corey does it, like, because she sent me a message too. She was like, it was just like, you know, hey, you were on vendor no tax dues on Tuesday and you did 19 of them, but you didn't touch the Excel sheet. You know, why is that? And it's like, you know, I just said it out loud and it like seems pretty reasonable. When it's over text and it's from Corey, it's like, it just feels like, why didn't you do
scathing.
it?
Yeah, it does,
know? And it's like, I just forgot, you know, like, you know, I'm sorry. It's been, like, crazy the last 2 weeks.
And
like,
we've had our hands in a lot of different shit, too, on top of that. Like, it's not just the main, like, stuff.
You know, it's like, I was just thinking about it. It's like, if you're sending a message to someone, you know, like, you caught a mistake that they made and you're wondering why they made it. You know, you want to make sure they're not just, you know, they don't know something or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, give them, like, a way out. You know, like, even if they didn't know or something, and it was a bad case, just be like, end your message with like a, you know, was there a reason, or did you just forget, right? So like just putting an, or did you just forget, you know, kind of gives me like a way out, because then if I didn't just forget, I can just be like, oh fuck, you know, I didn't even know I was supposed to do that, but I can just say, oh, I just forgot, and then we're all shook, because now I know I have to do it, and whatever. I don't know if I'm making any sense here.
Well, but I've noticed too with that Excel sheet, man. Especially the vendor one, like the DED one doesn't get updated that often, but like you'll check it at like 10 o'clock and there'll be nothing there. Like, so like, are you supposed to just keep checking it all day? Or
no,
like,
I think you just check it at the beginning and then that's it.
Well, because I mean, okay, so the beginning for us is 7 o'clock though.
Yeah, and then if there's stuff in there, then you do it.
Well, I mean, that's why it's fucking going days, because like I checked it yesterday and it was like 20 entries, you know, that nobody had touched.
Yeah, but I mean, presumably if I check it in the morning and then someone adds it the next day, during that day, and the next day the next person should do it, because we're supposed to do the Excel sheet first.
Yeah.
Before we do anything else. I always forget, though. I'm so bad at remembering that.
Yeah, that's usually the last thing I'll do. Like, as I'm, like, moving emails and shit, I'll be like, shit!
Yeah. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I gotta do that.
In my
Gosh,
inbox.
Frickin' darn it. Yeah. Anyways, what's the next question we got? What do we got? We got time? Let's check the time real quick. I think we got more time. Ugh. Oh my god, we don't have any time at all.
Oh, alright. Well, I mean, that's a good problem to have. So, as always...
Wow. Well, we got, hold on. Let's, whoa.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
So how
we've been
how
going,
over did we go?
We're at an hour 10.
Okay, all
Doesn't
right.
feel like it.
Yeah.
We've talked about a lot. What do we get? We gotta get a title. We gotta get a thumbnail.
I thought we did. I feel like we did find the title, or was that last episode?
We did. No, we did get the title. What was it? Let us know in the comments below. What did I say the title was?
Shit. What was it?
I don't remember. I'm gonna write this stuff down, man.
Was it Dickless in Seattle?
That was the last episode.
That was the last episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
This episode was something else. I don't remember.
Oh,
It was a long one because I commented. I was like, "That's a long one" because you said it.
Yeah, what it
Oh, it was the women aren't gonna lay themselves.
Right.
There we go.
There it
Hey,
is.
let us know if you remembered. Did you remember the title? Probably didn't. Those women aren't gonna lay themselves, folks. They aren't. Actually, they will.
Yeah, until they do.
Until they do. But anyways, folks, as always, remember,
Yeah.
dog jump off bed.
Philosophy.